morning, guys. So it's been a minute. There's a lot of stuff going on here with us, but the garden goes on. There was a minute, like a week and a half, where I didn't really have access to my kitchen, and yet the garden goes on. So today is a lot of catch up. My jalapenos are loaded. I have one 5-gallon bucket of tomatoes and then a few small buckets of tomatoes scattered all over my house. 3 bags of jalapenos in my refrigerator. And at this point we have a kitchen again, and I have run out of places to put vegetables, and I'm having to bring out, the ones that I'm losing because they're just sitting and feed them to the chickens. So today has to be a kitchen day. There's so many other things that need to be done, and there's always this season in the garden. I don't even know that it's really a season. There's this little chunk of time, just a couple weeks, where you're pulling in more than you know what to do with, and you feel like you're watching things go to waste. And I love and hate that. I love it. It is what I plan for all year long. It is what feeds my family through the fall and the winter. But some things are just easier than others. That big basket full of butternut squash will be fine. I can make a round of soup in a few weeks. Those will hold over through most of the winter. Like, I have held them for 8-9 months before without them rotting out. So those kinds of things are just fun. You grow it, you watch it, you're amazed by it, you cut them and you store them. But things like tomatoes and cucumbers and green beans, oh, so many of those can be a little more pressing and a little more overwhelming. And I myself tend to process things in the order of like what my family uses the most and what's gonna go bad the fastest. So obviously today, step one is those tomatoes, because they'll go bad faster. And then I wanna do some more candied jalapenos. I found this recipe for cowboy candy, which, if you like pepper jelly, is 100 times like, you're gonna love it. I don't want to say better, because my mama's pepper jelly was outstanding, but it's a whole new addition to your life. But I found that recipe off of Roots and Refuge Farm, and it is my son and I's favorite thing. So last year I had 2 jalapeno plants, and we loved them so much that this year I have 6 jalapeno plants, and we have the candied jalapenos. We have so far made 4 jars, and it takes like 4 pounds. I mentally, don't hold me to this, but I think it's like a pound of jalapenos per pint jar ish, maybe. It's a lot of jalapenos. So today, if I have time, I would like to do some jelly size jars for some of my loves, and then a few more to put back for me, because they're so good. So tomatoes and then jalapenos. My green beans will hold in the fridge a little bit longer, and we don't eat as many of those. I know it's terrible. Like, you grow the green beans, they're just not my kids' favorite. My kids would eat peas year round, so we have to now plant the fall peas. Speaking of, so many tasks. We have so many tasks to do this weekend. This is the downside of being a weekend homesteader, is that sometimes those 2 days have so much packed into them. So today we're gonna harvest jalapenos. I came out late last night because I was so worried about it and harvested tomatoes. I see a few that I probably should pull today just so that nothing comes and pecks at them. But those are all already in the house. So we have to harvest and we have to process and we have to plant for fall. It is the toughest couple of weeks of my year, just in the sheer amount of not hard things that need to be done, but time-consuming things that need to be done. Making tomato sauce takes most of the day. Harvesting is fast, processing is slow. Seeding for me is a little slow just because I'm meticulous and I get distracted. So that will probably have to wait until tomorrow. It's fun. It's a lot, but it's fun, and I enjoy every time we open a can of tomato sauce. And I hope that all of you out there that are elbow deep in peppers and tomatoes and watching your poor cucumbers give up the ghost see this and go, you know what, it is a great 3 weeks. Like, just, that's how I get through it. I just always go, it's only a couple weeks. It's only a couple of weeks. And I have spent so much of this year getting ready for this couple of weeks. So we're gonna go into this excited together. Not overwhelmed today. We're not. And even if we are, we're gonna tell ourselves that we're not, and we're gonna make tomato sauce. But first, let's pick all of these jalapenos, and then we'll go in and take a look at what we really have sitting in front of us. It's gonna be a good day. Excited about those black-eyed peas. I'm also really excited about these onions. Onions are on my list of things to plant tomorrow, so I decided to just go through and pull the last of what I was sort of waiting for a drier time to dry out. I have some drying trays in my little building, so I might try to find a place to hang one just to try to preserve these a little bit longer, because the ones that I pulled the other day I'm planning to use in sauce today, so I didn't dry them out, but they're gonna be delicious.